Hey guys, it's Cray here again. Another Donkey Kong Country Returns video. In this video we'll be doing 9-1 Golden Temple, and we'll be doing a few World 8 levels in Mirror Mode. So yeah, in this video we'll be seeing Mirror Mode for the first time. Talked about this a few times. Very interesting level mechanic, you'll see in a little bit. Right now cutscene, so I'm going to be quiet so these can play out. Alright, and yeah, this transports you to World 9, or the Golden Temple, and this is like the one bonus level you get for beating all the other levels and getting all the cave. And not cave, I mean Kong letters, and yeah, you get the idea. You get Kong letters, you get this level. It's different in the 3DS because there's some extra bonus levels you get for doing this, but in this version on the Wii, you just get this level. Still a really good level, although I kind of wish they'd done more like the 3DS version and given you more than just a single level for beating it, but it's a good level, so I like it. This level's pretty simplistic. You gotta focus on carefully jumping. There's a lot of sources of damage, so you gotta be careful and try to take out any damage ahead of you with care. It's not very hard in your first go because you get Diddy, and yeah, the jumps are fairly simple, so just take your time, don't get hit if you can, use your jetpack, really easy here. It's all about taking your time. This level is harder on the second play than it is the first play, and you'll get to see what I'm talking about when I replay it. It's not the worst level for Mirror Mode, but it is pretty bad, and I've talked about it a lot. Now you'll finally get to see what I mean when I play it. Yeah, just gotta kind of be careful, watch the time of the enemies, time your jumps carefully, and you can beat this level with no problem. There's not much to say about this level other than that. So yeah, I'll just stay quiet now. There's not really anything else to say other than just be careful jumping. I'll say a little more, like, you can jump off these enemies pretty easy. Gotta watch for fruit here. You can tell most of this is by looking though. And these bananas, try to watch for when you're safe to jump. Only when they look like you can jump on them, so you should jump. And there you go, end the level. This part, just shoot yourself out of this and you beat it. And it's easy. And now you'll unlock Mirror Mode after this is over. And there you go, Mirror Mode unlocked. Okay, I didn't bother with the puzzle pieces. I don't even think I got the second third, but I'm not be wrong. But yeah, basically, if you want to see what that said, just pause it. But you play the levels in reverse now, and you get 1 health, and you can't use Diddy or any power-ups, so gotta be really careful. You have to select Mirror Mode every time you play it. Pretty simple, though. Difficult mode and altogether, though, so you gotta be really careful. I don't think you get checkpoints. I don't remember that part if you do or not, but I don't think you do, so you have to be somewhat careful of what you're doing. So yeah, start the level over again. This time it's in reverse. You gotta remember all the stuff I just said, except now there's more because everything's reversed and you have 1 hit point only, so it means you gotta really watch what you're doing and not get hit by anything. It's not all bad though. Try to like point out some areas you should be really careful on. This one, not that bad, just kind of stay on the far side of the strawberry and watch out for damage. Here, just kind of get away from the center and lure the shot towards the center. It's pretty easy. Just throw your bomb, keep moving. takes a little bit before this level actually gets harder. At this point, it's easy to just kind of lure out those shots, which is what I would do with those tikis if I was you. I would recommend trying to bait them to taking an early shot so you can dodge it really easy. And then you can move along past that pretty simple. Here is where things are a little dangerous. You gotta be kind of fast, not too fast, but avoid those shots coming at you. There's one that'll be like directly at you, and there's one coming down to hit you from below. Another one that tries to catch you off guard from above, so yeah. There you can see I was waiting for a good point to jump. Just kind of do what I did and watch. When you know the parrot's not going to reach you and the tiki isn't, you can jump then. This level capitalizes on timing a whole lot. I wouldn't say you need to go for every kill on an enemy though. I would say just go for the ones that are like really in the way. If something's like blocking your path, then I'd say it might be worth it to go for it. Careful with these little cherry candle things or whatever they are. I'm not sure what these are, but you don't want to stay on them too long. They can kill you. So whenever you get the chance, try to get off where it explodes and then get on to whatever you can. If you need to, bounce off an enemy and get on to ground from it. But do not stay on those cherries, and do not make a bad jump off or you'll fall to your death. It's easy to die there because you can get exploded on or fall. So yeah. Not a whole lot else to say. Like, you can see there I baited some shots. That's what I would recommend you do. Parrots are pretty easy to kill, just gotta get the timing right and you can stomp them fairly easy. Take out the elephants. Yeah. This level's not that bad in mirror mode standards. This is fairly easy. Takes a few times to do though, unless you really memorize this on your first go. Careful here, this part can get you really easy. Like, just gotta watch where those little things are being shot out at. Not sure what those are. They look kind of like they're little metal blades or feathers or something. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Like, I don't think it's a feather, but it kind of looks like it'd be a silver feather or something. Like, keep jumping here like before, and just watch out because any hit can kill you, and you've already reached the end of the level. It's easy. World 9 doesn't provide a whole lot of challenge. I believe this is the level that took me the longest in the video just because it's like the first level for mirror mode, and just avoiding getting hit in general can be a pain in mirror mode, even if the level's not that bad. So, there's World 9. Finished it this video so I wouldn't have to do it anymore, and then now go back to all the other levels in mirror mode. Although I'm skipping Tiki Tong for this first part, and I'll come back to him last, so don't worry about me skipping him. Instead, we're going back to 8-7, Red Red Rising. And I believe we also do 8-6, although 8-K waits until the next video because that level is pretty hard, and I didn't want to do it in the same video because I could have easily screwed it up. This, roughly the same, not exactly. You just gotta jump on the platforms like you did before. Careful with your timing. Only real difference is, yeah, you're in mirror mode and you've got one hit point, so now you're kind of watching what you're doing even more. The jumps are about the same, but the main difference being watch for enemy placement. Try not to make any stupid jumps, which shouldn't be too bad. This level remains pretty close to the exact same. The big difference is watching where you're jumping, like I said. Sorry if I'm repeating myself too much. Yeah, enemy placement matters a lot here. There are some jumps I think you could take in the original, the first time playing through this level, where you would be able to get through fairly quickly even if you took a little bit of damage. Well, can't do that here because, yeah, one hit's not the end of this. That applies to any of mirror mode, so be really careful. Jump with the right timing. Make sure you're watching where enemies are placed so you don't get hit. I believe I went for Kong letters in mirror mode even, so you can see what I did in this if you really want to watch for that. There's the O. Gotta be kind of careful not to jump too early when the fireballs aren't there. Pretty easy to get though. Keep going up here. Might want to be careful there. Get hit by those if you aren't careful. I guess those are like rocks. I'm not sure what they are. Those little things that'll smash you though. You don't want to get by that, so be very careful. You can bounce off these tikis to get up there pretty easy. And now watch out here. This is the first part that's really easy to mess up on. roll under it, blow it, do something to kill it or pass it. Be extremely careful. It's Tiki, let him take his time and don't get hit, but don't let the Naravallize up. Then get that in when you can. It's not too bad. Although if you're not careful, you may not be able to get it all. There's a puzzle piece. I didn't want to waste the time to collect it though. Already at the end. Like I said, this level is still pretty simple. And there you go, beating the level. Not very challenging. And now for the last level I did in this was 8-6, I think. May have done 8-5, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Alright. Right, like I said, I didn't do 8-K. I didn't want to try and do all of 8- Emerald 8 in this because it would have taken too long and it probably wouldn't have been worth it. Would have been easy to mess up on too, so yeah. And now here we are at 8-6 moving melters. Alright. Let's see how this is done, because I don't remember exactly what I said last time even. It's been a little bit since I watched these levels, so... Okay, now I'm starting to remember. This level involves being on the move a lot. Pretty simple. It's about the same as it was the first time. The even bigger focus on just being careful though, because there's lots of sources of damage like these little fireballs. You get on a platform too early and get burned, so be careful with that. Don't fall in the lava, obviously. It's okay. Just gotta take your time getting it, not that hard. There's nothing really difficult about this, I'd say. Honestly, just be careful. Get on the platform, you know you're safe, and it's not like burning hot so you don't kill DK. But also make sure you don't miss the jump. Might want to grab the barrels for the sake of having a little bit of backup safety just in case. Sort of like what I did. Should be very, very careful here. Should be fine as long as you watch what you're doing and like stay out of the fireball's range. It's not hard to do. Okay, here I'd say just try to be fast but not too fast, otherwise you might end up in the face of that little fireball. It's not that bad though. You might want to roll and jump if you need to. Just be careful. It's not very challenging though. Got your O. Keep moving on. Be a little patient but not too patient. I think this only starts moving when you actually touch it, so you're good there. The end, jump off and be careful. You can go back a little bit to get a puzzle piece, but not really worth it in my opinion. Yeah, you're in. And this is where parts of this level are really hard. It's like right at the end, like this part is pretty bad. You gotta watch these meteors or fireballs or whatever you want to call them and try to avoid getting hit by them. Just be careful, take open spaces and try to duck when you need to or jump when you need to. Be really, really observant because that's what this segment really requires, so it's not all bad. Requires a lot of observation though. As long as you're careful, you should be able to do it. It gets a little bit chaotic near the end because there's all these things going on, so you have to watch lots of stuff at the same time. But if you're careful, you reach the end and you're all fine. And that's the end of this video. We got through most of World 8, or not really most, I guess. It's just the first two levels, but gotten through quite a bit of it just with these two levels alone, because mirror mode levels can be pretty rough. So end the video here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.